In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose 10 frozen dessert brands hiding contamination risks and production failures behind their creamy promises and nostalgic packaging. Plus, I'll reveal the 5 brands that actually deliver pure ingredients without the safety scares. Stay until the end, because number 1 will change how you shop the freezer aisle forever. Let's start with what's sitting in your freezer right now. 10. Dolcezza Gelato. Starting at number 10, Dolcezza Gelato markets itself as an artisanal experience, the kind of premium treat you'd feel good about serving to family. But in June 2024, this brand found itself pulled from shelves across the country. The FDA and Totally Cool Incorporated issued a recall covering multiple Dolcezza Gelato pint products due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. That's the same dangerous bacteria that can cause serious illness, especially in older adults whose immune systems don't bounce back as easily as they once did. The recall specified exact Best By dates and plant codes for affected lots. For those of us who remember when gelato meant quality and care, watching even premium brands get caught up in safety failures hits differently. 9. Taharka. At number 9, Taharka Bros presents itself as a Baltimore success story, the kind of local brand that communities rally around. That emotional connection makes the June 2024 recall even more disappointing. Totally Cool, Incuna's manufacturing facility faced potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination that forced Taharka pints off shelves with specific Best By dates and plant codes listed. What's particularly concerning for older consumers is that Listeria doesn't just cause upset stomach. For people over 65 or those with weakened immune systems, this bacteria can lead to serious infections, even hospitalization. The fact that a brand positioned around community got tangled in an industrial contamination issue speaks to how complicated modern food production has become. 8. The Frozen Farmer. Coming in at number 8, The Frozen Farmer tells a compelling farm-to-freezer story about rescuing produce. It's the kind of brand that makes you feel good about your purchase. But June 2024 brought The Frozen Farmer into the same Totally Cool Incorporated recall. The contamination risk covered both ice cream sandwiches and sorbet pints, with specific date ranges and plant codes listed. For families who'd embraced The Frozen Farmer as a responsible choice, discovering potential Listeria contamination felt like a betrayal of the values the brand represented. What's particularly troubling for older adults is that Listeria contamination often doesn't show obvious signs. The product looks fine, smells fine, tastes fine, right up until someone gets seriously sick. 7. Cumberland Farms. At number 7, Cumberland Farms represents convenience store reliability, the kind of brand you grab during a road trip or when filling up gas. It's familiar and accessible. That everyday accessibility made the June 2024 recall particularly widespread. Totally Cool Inquiry's manufacturing issues meant Cumberland Farms ice cream sandwiches carried potential Listeria contamination, with affected items identified by Best By dates and plant codes. For older adults who might pick up a Cumberland Farms sandwich out of convenience or nostalgia, the contamination risk represented the kind of invisible danger that's most concerning. You're not questioning safety, you're just grabbing something familiar. The recall highlighted how even mundane frozen treats can harbor serious contamination when production facilities fail safety protocols. 6. Chipwich. At number 6, Chipwich brings back childhood memories. Those chocolate chip cookies sandwiching vanilla ice cream represented summer afternoons and simple pleasures. For adults trying to recapture that nostalgia or share it with grandchildren, Chipwich seems safe and familiar. But the June 2024 Totally Cool Incorporated recall pulled Chipwich into a contamination crisis covering both sandwiches and pints. The potential Listeria exposure came with specific Best By dates and plant codes. What's frustrating is that nostalgia brands like Chipwich trade on trust built over decades. When you reach for a Chipwich, you're buying a connection to simpler times when food felt safer. Discovering that modern production introduced contamination, risk feels like losing something you thought was protected. 5. Jeni's approaching our top 5 worst offenders. Jeni's Splendid Ice Creams built its reputation on doing ice cream differently. Premium ingredients and creative flavors made Jeni's a darling of the artisanal ice cream movement. That's why the contamination issues hit loyal customers particularly hard. Jeni's faced not one, but two separate recall situations. First, in 2015, the company recalled products after a sample tested positive for Listeria, shocking customers who'd embraced Jeni's specifically because it promised to be better than mass-market ice cream. Then, nearly a decade later, Jeni's appeared again on the June 2024 Totally Cool in-Kier's recall list for specific sandwich and frozen dessert items. For older adults who discovered Jeni's as a premium alternative worth a higher price, watching the brand navigate multiple contamination issues raised serious questions. If even expensive brands can't consistently avoid Listeria, what are you really paying for? 4. Hershey's at number 4. Hershey's represents American chocolate legacy. When you see that familiar name on a frozen product, it carries decades of trust built through Halloween candy and chocolate bars. That heritage makes the June 2024 recall particularly jarring. Totally Cool, Incour's facility produced multiple Hershey's frozen products, including cakes, cones, and sandwiches, all under the potential Listeria contamination recall. The recall list specified multiple product types with affected code ranges. For older adults who grew up with Hershey's as a trusted American brand, discovering that the name alone couldn't guarantee safety represented a fundamental shift. You can't rely on brand legacy anymore. Every product requires vigilance and awareness of manufacturing partnerships you never knew existed. 3. Friendly's coming in at number 3. Friendly's hits different than other brands on this list. For those of us who remember Friendly's restaurants, ice cream cakes from there meant celebrations, birthdays, and family gatherings. That deep emotional connection to happy memories makes the June 2024 recall feel almost personal. Friendly's ice cream cake products appeared on the Totally Cool Incour recall list with specific date and plant code identifiers due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. When you've spent decades associating a brand with celebrations and joy, discovering it's part of a contamination crisis feels like a violation of trust that goes beyond just food safety. For older adults especially, Friendly's represents a time when eating out felt special and restaurant brands stood for reliability. Watching that legacy brand stumble into a manufacturing contamination issue highlights how dramatically the food industry has changed. The cakes that once represented only celebration now required customers to dig out packages from their freezers, squint at plant codes, and potentially throw away treats they'd bought for upcoming birthdays or gatherings. It's not just the money or the inconvenience, it's the loss of something you thought you could count on. 2. Big Olaf. Coming in at number 2, Big Olaf might not carry the same name recognition as Hershey's or Friendly's, but its contamination crisis proved far more serious. This wasn't a potential exposure in a shared facility. Big Olaf became directly linked to an actual multi-state Listeria monocytogenes outbreak where people got sick across multiple states. The FDA and CDC specifically told consumers not to eat recalled Big Olaf products while investigating reported illnesses. The recall covered all flavors and all lots with expiration dates through June 30th, 2022, meaning virtually everything Big Olaf had produced during that period carried contamination risk. For older adults, this represents the nightmare scenario we all fear, but try not to think about. It's not just theoretical risk or careful caution, it's actual people getting seriously ill from ice cream they trusted enough to bring into their homes. Listeria can be deadly for older adults and those with compromised immune systems, causing severe infections that require hospitalization. The fact that an outbreak occurred, that officials had to track illnesses across multiple states and issue urgent warnings, demonstrates how badly things can go wrong when food safety protocols fail. Big Olaf's situation reminds us that contamination isn't always just a possibility you avoid through recalls. Sometimes it becomes a reality that hurts real people. 1. Bluebell. Taking the number 1 spot as the absolute worst ice cream brand safety failure in recent history, Bluebell's 2015 crisis represents everything that can go wrong when a beloved regional brand faces massive contamination. Bluebell wasn't just another ice cream company. It was a Texas institution, a source of state pride, the brand that defined ice cream for millions of Southerners. That deep emotional connection made the crisis that unfolded in April 2015 particularly devastating. Blue Bell didn't just recall certain flavors or specific lots. The company voluntarily pulled every single product it had on the market due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. Every pint, every half gallon, every ice cream product in every store had to come off shelves. For older adults who'd grown up with Blue Bell, who'd served it at family gatherings for decades, who considered it part of their regional identity, this wasn't just a recall. It felt like a betrayal of everything they'd trusted their entire lives. The contamination crisis didn't end with the recall. Blue Bell later faced a federal criminal resolution tied to the 2015 Listeria contamination and recalls, meaning the situation was serious enough to involve the Department of Justice. When a beloved food company faces criminal proceedings, it tells you something went profoundly wrong. Not just with a batch or a facility, but with the fundamental safety culture of the organization. What makes Blue Bell's failure particularly painful is how long it took some customers to trust ice cream again at all. Not just Blue Bell, but the entire category. When something so deeply woven into your life and memories becomes a source of danger, it changes your relationship with food in ways that go beyond rational risk assessment. After exposing the contamination failures, here's relief for ice cream lovers who want to enjoy frozen treats without the safety scares. These 5 brands prove ice cream can be made right, with transparency, real ingredients, and consistent quality. 5. McConnell's Fine Ice Creams. Starting our best list at number 5, McConnell's Fine Ice Creams demonstrates that premium pricing can actually mean premium practices. Based in Santa Barbara since 1949, McConnell's publishes complete ingredient lists right on their product pages, something that sounds basic but remains surprisingly rare in the industry. Their vanilla bean shows exactly what goes into the pint, starting with cream, milk, and cane sugar, then egg yolks and vanilla. Nothing hidden, nothing complex. The company specifies allergen information clearly, listing gluten-free and nut-free claims that matter enormously for families managing dietary restrictions. For older adults who remember when ice cream meant cream and sugar, and maybe some eggs, McConnell's represents a return to straightforward simplicity. The ingredient transparency means you know exactly what you're eating. No mysterious stabilizers or unpronounceable chemicals, just dairy and eggs and sweetener and flavoring. What makes McConnell's particularly reassuring is their willingness to put everything out there publicly. When a company publishes full ingredient lists and allergen details on their website for anyone to see, they're demonstrating confidence in their product and respect for their customers. The vanilla bean flavor serves as a perfect test of ice cream quality, nowhere to hide behind mix-ins or elaborate flavors. Just the fundamentals executed well with ingredients you'd use in your own kitchen if you were making ice cream from scratch. 4. Van Leeuwen. At number 4, Van Leeuwen built its reputation in New York City by doing ice cream honestly, and that honesty extends to their ingredient lists. A retailer listing for their vanilla bean shows the kind of simplicity that reassures rather than overwhelms. Milk, cream, cane sugar, egg yolks, vanilla, salt, that's it. 6 ingredients, every single one of them something you'd find in a traditional ice cream recipe. Another retailer confirms the product is free from artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives, a claim that unfortunately counts as exceptional in modern ice cream. For older adults navigating an increasingly complicated food landscape, Van Leeuwen represents clarity and straightforwardness. You're not reading a paragraph of ingredients wondering what half of them are. You're seeing cream and milk and eggs, the building blocks of real ice cream the way it used to be made before industrial production introduced shortcuts and substitutions. The absence of artificial anything means the vanilla flavor comes from actual vanilla, the sweetness from actual sugar, the richness from actual cream. What makes Van Leeuwen particularly trustworthy is how their ingredient list hasn't changed as they've grown. Some brands start simple and honest, then gradually introduce additives and stabilizers as they scale up production. Van Leeuwen has maintained their commitment to real ingredients even as they've expanded beyond their original New York scoop shops into pints available nationwide. 3. Alex Ice Cream. Claiming the number 3 spot, Alex Ice Cream goes beyond organic to embrace regenerative practices, representing the future of how ice cream should be made. The brand appears on the Regenerative Organic Certified Program's participant list, a verification that goes deeper than basic organic standards. Regenerative certification means the dairy farms supplying Alex are actively improving soil health, supporting biodiversity, and treating animals humanely, not just avoiding pesticides. Alex also carries USDA organic certification, ensuring no synthetic pesticides, herbicides, or GMO ingredients touch any part of production. For older adults who've watched industrial agriculture strip away traditional farming practices, Alex represents a return to methods that work with nature rather than against it. The brand's website states clearly that they're certified organic and describes their regenerative sourcing approach transparently. This level of verification matters because it means independent third parties are regularly checking that Alex meets these standards, not just company marketing claims, but actual certified practices. What makes Alex particularly appealing is the recognition that how dairy cows are raised affects the quality of the milk and cream that becomes ice cream. Cows grazing on healthy, regenerated pastures produce richer, more nutritious dairy than cows on conventional industrial feed. Choosing Alex means supporting farming practices that could actually reverse environmental damage while enjoying ice cream made from genuinely superior ingredients. 2. Alden's Organic at number 2. Alden's Organic proves that organic ice cream doesn't have to be a niche specialty product tucked away in health food stores. Available at mainstream retailers like Sprouts, Alden's carries USDA organic certification, ensuring every ingredient meets organic standards. The product listing states no artificial flavoring and no high fructose corn syrup, eliminating two of the most common shortcuts in conventional ice cream. Being certified organic means the milk and cream come from cows that haven't been treated with synthetic hormones or antibiotics, and any other ingredients are grown without synthetic pesticides or GMO crops. For older adults concerned about cumulative chemical exposure from food, choosing organic dairy products like Alden's reduces that burden significantly. The certification process for organic products is rigorous, with regular inspections and testing to verify compliance. So the USDA organic seal represents verified practices, not just marketing claims. What makes Alden's particularly accessible is the recognition that organic ice cream should be available where regular people shop for groceries, not just in specialty stores. The brand's presence at national retailers means choosing organic ice cream doesn't require extra trips or premium specialty store prices. Alden's demonstrates that organic practices can scale successfully while maintaining integrity, providing peace of mind that the ice cream in your freezer was made from milk produced without concerning agricultural chemicals. 1. Strauss Family Creamery. Taking the #1 spot as the absolute best ice cream brand you can buy, Strauss Family Creamery represents 3 generations of commitment to organic dairy farming done right. This isn't a corporation that went organic for marketing purposes. It's a family farm that was organic before organic became trendy. Strauss produces certified organic dairy products, including ice cream, using organic milk and cream sourced exclusively from certified organic farms. The company website states clearly that their products are certified organic, and retailer listings like the Fresh Market confirm USDA organic and certified organic positioning for products like their organic vanilla bean. What sets Strauss apart is how the organic certification extends through their entire supply chain. They're not just buying organic milk from whoever has it available. They're maintaining relationships with certified organic farms that share their values about soil health, animal welfare, and environmental stewardship. For older adults who remember when dairy farming meant family farms and cows on pasture, Strauss represents what that tradition looks like when it's maintained and improved with organic practices. The organic ingredient list means you're getting ice cream made from milk, produced without synthetic hormones, antibiotics, or GMO feed, from cows grazing on pastures managed without synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. Strauss proves that family farming can survive and thrive in the modern food system by committing to practices that prioritize quality and sustainability over maximum production. When you buy Strauss ice cream, you're supporting a California family farm that's been doing dairy right for generations and will hopefully continue for generations more. 10 ice cream brands caught up in serious contamination failures, plus 5 that actually deserve space in your freezer. Before your next grocery run, remember this. Check for recalls regularly. Choose brands with transparent ingredients and organic certification when possible. And never assume that familiar names or premium prices guarantee safety. If this changed how you think about what's in your freezer, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me which brand shocked you most, and share this with family members who need to know what's really going on with their ice cream. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss content protecting your health and exposing the truth. Thanks for watching, and here's to safer, simpler frozen treats.